one of your sons, every single firstborn gonna die, right? So you still think I'm playing, right? Hey, don't let him get to that point with y'all, bro. Don't let him get to that. I'm just saying, don't let it be you, right? You feel God tugging on your heart. You feel God tugging on your soul. You're hearing the calls of repentance through these videos and through your preacher, local preacher, and through people in your life that are trying to help you change. Please heed the calling, right? Heed the word of repentance that's being, right? That God is trying to tell you through his messages, bro. Don't end up being like Pharaoh, right? His own son got dropped. Oh my God. Guess what? Then he said, okay, y'all can go. Y'all remember what happened? Then his hard head still wouldn't change. And he ended up chasing them, trying to chase the Israelites back down, right? Then he thought he was going, he said, yeah, he bigger than God, right? He said, we got him. And y'all see what happened? See, split. Oh, God. Israelites walked through. Then he made the waters crash down and drown them, right? You want to be like Pharaoh, right? Because if you keep fighting against God, that's like committing suicide, bro. What's up with you? You think you're gonna win that? Yeah, you can teach the class and only say one line about slavery, but you really think God gonna let you? I like it in Romans when he says, "Leave vengeance to me." Oh my God, y'all know that verse, right? He said, "Leave it to me," right? Leave it to Beaver. Leave it to Jesus. Okay. Leave it to Jesus, right? No, not leave it to Beaver, right? Leave it to Jesus. You know what I also like? Proverbs 27:20. It says, those who roll stone down on others, it will crush them instead. Those who dig a pit for others, they will fall into it themselves. Now, I know, like I said, I'm not targeting the teacher. Because, like I said, we don't know if he was doing it out of his own kind of racism that he might have, or if he was doing it just because they told him to teach it that way. Hopefully it's the second one. Do I think so? I don't want to say nothing, so I want to talk bad about him, right? I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't. In my head, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? So I hope. So let's just say, right? That's what they told. That's how they told him to teach it. But if I was teaching that history class, I don't care. I don't care about what. I don't care if the curriculum told me don't talk about slavery that much, which I doubt they would even. But like I said, from what we read before, though, it seems like the government does make these people not talk about it. Indeed, now I don't know. I don't know which schools do what, right? But if I was teaching that class, boy, we talking about slavery every day. Yep. And watch this. And look how the culture starts shifting when you start doing stuff like that. Because then you put the problem in people's faces and say, hey, we need to fix this, right? But you push the problem under the rug. That's like taking your car to the dealership and you got a broken, exploded engine, right? Your engine don't even work. That's like and that's like telling the people, okay, so we're gonna fix the windshield, right? And then that's it. The engine's you still gonna be riding around. Oh my. That's what you do when you brush stuff like slavery under the rug, right? You're not letting them work on you're not letting the problem be fixed, right? Because you're hiding it. Now that my teacher's not a goddamn preacher, so it's not his job, but it's my job. I mean, if you teach about history and you ain't getting into the biggest thing that happened during that time period, that is kind of, in my opinion, somebody that come up to him and say, hey, you're not even really teaching about this history correctly. You're actually teaching it wrong. Because, anyways, my opinion could be wrong. Anyways, like I said, we don't know why he did that. We don't know. Could have been cricket. Could have been school. Could have been, I don't know. But like I said, me, I like when Paul said, when Paul was trying to preach to the Sanhedrin. I'm pretty sure, was it the Sanhedrin? I don't think it was. It might have been the Sanhedrin. But when he said, your blood's on your own hands, and then he left, right? Because they weren't listening, right? It was the Jew. I think it was the Jews in Rome, or I'm not sure though. But y'all know that line. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When he look at them dudes and say, all right, your blood's on your own hands, right? That's how I'm looking at these people, right? That's how I come on here. Hashtag G saves every post, right? You want to listen? You want to follow me? You want to walk away? You want to neglect what I'm saying? You want to watch this? You want to right? Just like it says in the Bible, mockers hate to be corrected, so they stay away from the wise. You want to stay away from my page? You want to look at my videos? You want to look at wisdom? You want to touch it? You want to just keep indulging your foolishness? I like in the Bible when it says they eat they drink the wine of let me stop, because I'm dropping way too much Bible. But right, you want to listen? Okay, I'm just like Paul, right? Hey, hashtag G saves. You see me 20,000 posts? All right, your blood's on your own hands, right? When you burn in that hell forever, right? Oh yeah, me. I'll come on here and say it. You shoot me if you want, if God lets you. Harm me if you want, if God lets you. Kidnap me if you want, if God lets you. Unfollow me if you want. God, right? I hope God lets you. I hope God lets you. Yeah, cause I don't want your stank booty here anyway. Yeah. If you gonna be neglecting Jesus, I want that stankiness over here. Stinking. Y'all be stinking up the place. Y'all stinking, right? When y'all say I ain't going to church today. When y'all say I ain't praying. When y'all say when y'all try to mock Jesus, man, that stuff stink. You smell musty. I smell y'all away from over here through the phone, right? Stinking, right? You clean up, right? You know how you clean up? Yeah, you remember that song? Clean up, everybody clean up, clean up, clean up. Clean up, clean. Everybody clean up, clean. Come to Jesus, boy. That's how you get cleaned up, right? Y'all remember that one dude, Mr. Clean? That swole white dude with the bold swole white dude? Come to Mr. Clean. And don't get me started about how these people be acting like Jesus look like that. Oh my God. Y'all swear he was white, right? We don't know what he was, but hey, y'all gonna take that and run with it. Hey, go down and look at the post where I posted about how they used to use the image of white Jesus, right? To push white supremacy. Go down and look at that post too. Oh yeah, the KKK, they loved using white Jesus. That was their thing, right? The burning cross and white Jesus, because he had to be white, right? Because if he wasn't white, which he probably wasn't, then the whole KKK wouldn't even would make no goddamn sense. Let's say Jesus was black, right? Okay, so now you trying to kill the people that, oh my God, you trying to kill the race that Jesus was, but you say you do it for Jesus? And don't get me started, just how you can be in the KKK and say we doing it for Jesus, it's how you can do all this other jacked up foolishness and say we doing it for Jesus. That's why I'm careful about church, right? And people who know me know. Sometimes I go to church with you, sometimes I sit out, right? And each Sunday I pray. I say, Lord, do you want me to go to church? And where do you want me to go if you want me to go? And I feel like sometimes God like, no, I'm not saying for you not to go to church, because I'm different than you. I'm like a prophet, whatever preacher, right? I'm like somebody who's like, so right, God might be telling me don't go to that church, because they actually, when you walk in that building, they gonna follow you after the service and try to drop you. Because the pastor in the KKK, so that's why Jesus might be saying, yeah, you don't go to church this Sunday, Corey. You just posted about Emmett Till and Martin Luther King. You don't need to go to that church today. Oh, God, what the Frederick Douglass? Okay, I'm gonna end the video. I don't make this too long. I want to upload it. I love you. God bless.